guys, it's your girl Lucy Smash back at it again, and I am here with mi madre, aka mother, aka all in
DJ
all.
Pound Cake,
Okay.
Midas Touch of Love.
Yes, make sure you go ahead and check her out. Okay, on her channel, I will put it in the link of the description box below. So today, as you always know, that I always say on this particular video, I'm going to be interviewing my mom. So, I'm going to be asking her questions, and if you don't feel comfortable answering something, or if you feel like, you kind of stumped, that you don't feel like, well, I really have answered that, then you can just say pass.
Okay.
So, let's get into it. Okay, so the first one I know that I can just ask her off the top on this one. Where was it? The first one I can ask you is, what was it? Okay, what are the 3 happiest moments in your life?
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's
Okay.
Bomb stuff.
So one of the happiest moments of my life was November 25th, 1995, when I had you, my little star seed, my little angel. Yeah, my little divinely intuitive, virtuous angel. That's what Miss Diva stand for. Yes, so that's number 1. And then I would say number 2 was when I got out that bullshit that I was in, that so-called marriage. That was an extremely happy day, the day that I shut the door on that. And for the third one, I would say I guess when I really came into myself as a woman.
Mm-hmm.
I guess when you hit your 30s, you start feeling like, I feel a little grown, and then when you hit your 40s, you like, okay, shit just got real.
Yeah.
So I think that's when I really started noticing that I felt like I was awakening to my true self,
Mm-hmm.
my true divine femininity as a woman.
Right. Okay. I like that. Okay. So I know she gonna have fun with this one. What were your favorite bands as a teenager or artist? So what were your favorite bands or artists as a teenager?
Music? Oh shit. New Edition.
Okay.
New Edition. Cool it now. Ooh, watch out. Who else? New Edition. I loved a lot of Janet Jackson. I'm not gonna even lie.
Okay.
What's
I
that
think
song?
you was a big Michael Jackson fan too.
Well,
No.
see, you know what? The music that captivated me when I was younger, coming up, was more like extreme love songs. So
Yeah.
those kind of artists that they sung like.
Especially New Edition. They
Yes,
did that too.
Cool It Now, Candy Girl, Mr. Telephone Man, and then like I said, Janet Jackson. Cause what's that song? Boom, boom, something I want to tell
It's not.
you.
No, it's not anytime.
Let's Wait a While.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it would be Janet Jackson as a female artist,
Okay.
and as a band, it would be New Edition.
Yeah.
And let me think. Okay, so I'm gonna just say a rap, some rap, like who was it that I love, like rap, like I'm gonna say like Curtis Blow.
Okay.
If I rule the world,
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. I can see you doing that. Okay. What was your worst job?
Oh shit. I think my worst job was working in a hospital, cleaning the hospital rooms,
Yeah.
cleaning toilets, cleaning other people's bodily fluids. I hated that job.
Yeah. Okay. What did you want to be when you were growing up?
I always saw myself as being a teacher. I used to play school with my cousins. It was Jermaine, Tony Wayne, Mona, and they would never listen. They was always acting up and shit. Like in real life school, they wouldn't have been acting like that.
Right.
They was like, I don't gotta listen to you. You our cousin. You ain't our real teacher.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so a teacher.
Okay. If you could have dinner with one person, dead or alive, who would it be?
Ooh, that's bomb.com question right there. Let me think.
That's really a good question.
Ooh,
Oh Lord, y'all heard that?
you see the Lord. Let me think. Who would I have? Ooh, that's deep.
Yeah, that's.
I only can get one person.
Well, how many you got in mind?
Well, one that just popped into the top of my dome would be Malcolm X.
Okay, yeah.
Tupac.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, me and Pac. I would love to vibe with Pac. Tupac.
Yeah.
Malcolm X. And Whitney Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Whitney Houston.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. She got them coming.
I had to get 3, y'all, cause see she.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. What are your fears, if you have any?
Well, I am definitely working through my fears,
Mm-hmm.
but I have a fear of heights.
Yeah, me too.
I used to have a fear of deep water. Like I never really liked going to the beach because I felt so limited in what I could do, because I'm like, I don't really just want to walk up and just put my feet in, the first little part right there.
Like engulfed in or something.
Well, no, it wasn't even that. It's just that like I've always wanted to like be in the water and just become one with the water and stuff. And I would just get mad at myself, like, what is it with you that you just can't get out there a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that that's one of the fears I'm really trying to overcome. I would love to learn how to swim.
Yeah.
I would love to be like in some, like go to like Jamaica and get in the waterfalls. I would love that. So yeah, I would say right now heights, and I'm still very, very, very terrified of creepy crawly stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like worms, snakes and shit like that, like spiders. Yeah. That's definitely when I'll be screaming like a bitch.
Okay. Okay. What was the moment that I frustrated you the most?
Oh. Well, for the most part, you was like you were always a very good kid. You know, you never was mouthy. You know I went through that phase where my mom was getting on my nerves, and the Gemini in me was like, okay, look. You know, I'm not, the other side of me been taking this bullshit, but you know what, you need to chill. Yeah. But with you, I think the thing about you that frustrated me the most was your fear of expressing yourself. Yeah. The fear of like, I think that you felt like already prejudged. Mm-hmm. So it was something to me to make sure that you knew, y'all, I love that. It was something in me that that I had to fight through, mm-hmm. as far as expressing myself. Right. And I think, you know, due to my trauma and everything that I went through as a child, mm-hmm. and having such a overbearing mother, right. I had to fight, you know, for my voice. Yeah. And so when it first started coming out in me, it came out as anger. You know, like, get the fuck out. I don't blah, 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 blah. That other side of my evil twin came out. Yeah. So with you had what I had to do is I had to learn how to help you cultivate that in you. Mm-hmm. And in the beginning, when I was going through a lot of stuff with your biological dad and stuff like that, you know, I harbored a lot of resentment. Yeah. So it hurt our relationship in the beginning. With the way that I communicated with you, with the way that I shared with you, and what I had to learn is that I had to meet you where you were, you know, because I had to, basically what I did was, I remember the child in me, mm-hmm. and I saw that child in you, right. And when I realized how I should have been nurtured by my mother, how I should have been, you know, praised, and you're beautiful, you're smart, and all this and that, without so much tough love, like, shut the fuck up crying and take your ass outside and play. Don't you come back in here again, I'm gonna whoop your ass, you know, crying, talking about somebody pulled your hair. I would never do you like that, because I could automatically see that loving, caring person in you. Right. You know, and how you just really just had this this heart that was just overflowing with love. And so once I stepped back and remembered how that made me feel when you were timid about certain things, or when you were like very, very nervous to talk about stuff because you already thought, I'm already prejudged, I'm about to get my ass whooped, I'm scared to talk. So I had to make sure that you were comfortable. So I would talk to you like this. I was like, so how was school? What happened? You like your teacher?
Yeah.
Oh, for real? Well, what y'all do? What? Why you didn't let me see it? Oh, mama, she kept my picture because she put it on the board. And as a young little girl, I let you see that mama is not your enemy. I'm here to provide, protect, love you, nurture you, and help you grow. So I think once I saw you as me, that's when it's like the code got cracked. I was like, oh, this is a way for me to break the generational curse and show my baby that I love her. And so I just nurtured that little innocent side of you, that little, I'm kind of, scared mama because I think I'm gonna get in trouble. And you always wanted to please me and get my acceptance. And so I remember how I felt like that with my mom.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's why we have the dynamic relationship we have today.
And it's funny you say that, because another question that actually kind of resembles what you were saying was, do you see any similarities from when you were a child in me? And basically, she just answered that whole question.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Let's see. What do you admire the most about me?
Oh my gosh. Admire the most? That sounds like that's another restrictive question. I'm gonna need more lines to write what I got to say.
Okay,
I'm a Gemini, okay? So what do I love about you? I love your ability to be so resilient in times of trouble, in times of hardship. Like what's going on with your unemployment right now, and how we sitting up here like at the mercy of these motherfucking people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that, how resilient you are, and how when I was at my one of many of my darkest moments, being in that relationship, how your strength helped me make it through. Yeah. So it's like you became the mother, and you came and you checked on me, you called and like, Mama, you good? Did you eat? Okay, well, I made you some food in there. What Terrence said, his motherfucking ass need to be in there helping you and everything. While I'm at work and shit, what is he doing? And so when I seen how he was affecting you, that's why I had to like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, my baby, I'm not finna let some shit that I'm choosing to still be in that ain't worth shit break you down. And when I saw you, when you cried and just like went like completely out of your normal character, that's when I saw myself in you, and I was like, man, my baby is the shiz naive, for real. Like, I believe that we get soulmates, and we get soulmates that come as our kids, it comes as our pets, it comes as our coworker, a total stranger to you that befriended you and looked out for you. Right. So we get soulmates in all kind of way, and you're definitely my soulmate. So I would just say the way you always was so resilient. You know what I'm saying? So like, I wish a bitch would. Like, man,
didn't I say on my video, never a punk bitch.
Yeah.
Let it be understood.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
But yeah, this don't nobody play about this one. Just let it be known, okay? It's vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly. Not too much on that one.
Period.
Not too much.
Okay. How do you feel about me doing YouTube?
Oh, I feel like YouTube, as it has also done for myself, helped us to grow. Yeah. For me, it helped me to get out of my shy prejudgment of myself, of, like, basically we both are growing. Yeah. With the way that we're presenting ourselves. And then when I tell you to start talking more openly about things, don't feel, because it's the same thing I'm learning. What I'm learning and working through, I can see is overshadowing you as well. You know what I'm saying? And so when I see you like, listen to, me tell you, baby, speak about what you feel. Speak about how your father not being in your life, how it makes you feel. And talk about it candidly. And don't worry about if we got a whole bunch of subscribers or not, because those that are meant to find our channel, they will. Yeah. You know, I know mine is based on a lot of music and stuff, but that's what moves me. I am a music reader, for real.
Right.
And with you, you know, the way you're so artistic, the way you do that without, you know, because you'll come to me and you'll say, well, mama, I don't know, because, you know, I just don't even want to put my business out there. Like, you real more like, I wouldn't say that I'm an open book, but you more like reserved.
Yeah.
And so I was like, no, baby, you got to put that shit out there, because at the end of the day, you're on a mission. And I want you to start tapping into your spiritual gifts now, by asking your spirit guides, your ancestors, you know, the angels to guide you, you know. And so I told you that whatever comes upon your heart that you were compelled to speak about, like the video you just did, talking about the lack of communication to me.
That one was definitely something
I loved it.
Yeah, the song that just came to me, and I was like, you know what, I gotta talk about this, because as you know, we was just on the POFF, you know, shout out to Prez if he watched this video.
Prez, that's my boo.
Oh, you know, he cool people, and we having to jump on there, and we see how you can meet a total stranger, you know, from live or wherever the case may be, and you can, you know what I'm saying, you can really vibe with that person. Yeah. And certain men nowadays are just getting to the point where they being so lazy with communication. It's like, well, I know that I'm working on me. I know that I have certain things that I want to work on for myself, you know. And like I said, it's not really that much, you know. Say it's probably like 1, 2 things. Other than that, I'm good, you know.
Right.
So I know how to communicate effectively, but it's like, how do y'all get so lazy to the point where y'all don't know how to talk? Yeah. So
because you know what, with you, it's like you're just like me in that sense of like, you want to get to know the person from a friendship mode, and you want to be raw and uncut and be yourself. Right. So if you be like you said, you know, I'm goofy or whatever, you know, like I like to have fun, I love to laugh. Yeah. And so when you meet a person and they allow your natural personality at this point, right, in your early 20s, shine forth, then that means that you don't have to put on a certain face when you about to fuck with certain people, or you know, you got to put on a certain act. Because like I said, I wouldn't be able to do YouTube if I had to follow some kind of certain goddamn criteria. Yeah. Because I'm like, fuck that shit, I ain't about to be doing that.
It's funny you say that, because you know how YouTube, if anybody else that actually does YouTube, whenever like, you guys see my videos and how I'm like artistic and stuff like that, I put like certain things in there. I've been doing this for years, you know, in high school, you know, doing PowerPoints and stuff like that. So this is just in my nature. Like I love being creative. And so, like, sometimes when I put, like, music in there, they'll always send me, like, an email saying, like, oh, this is copyright or whatever. It's like, okay, I'm not monetized, so it don't matter. Like, long as my people
First of all, let me just give this plug to YouTube administrators and whatever you call yourselves. Okay. There are a lot of people here. I know I was going to do a whole video about that, but this is a perfect time frame. It's the time to do this. Right. There are a lot of people that are actually tarot readers, and they're playing music in their background, and they have, like, let's say over 50,000 subscribers. So they have reached those milestones that YouTube say that you need to reach in order for you to become monetized. Right. Okay. Our channel is still this here big, but at the same time, we are very dynamic individuals. We are light workers. We are divine souls. And I don't feel like y'all should be trying to overly critique and be overly discriminative when a person is just operating within their, you know, within their creative process. Yeah, for real. If there's YouTube channels or channels on YouTube that strictly just put music up or like re-download videos, and they have reached what is it? You have to have 1,000 subscribers. They've reached those milestones. How are their channels not targeted? Right, exactly. If they're, you know what I'm saying? So are you monetizing these channels? Are they getting any kind of revenue from reaching that 1,000 subscribers milestone, and then the 4,000 watch hours or whatever that case it may be? Because I think it's the stupidest shit. Because you can type in, like, for example, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. I used Otis Redding Sitting on the Dock of the Bay in my daily fire, and they blocked it. And I couldn't understand, like, why.
Which is dumb, because if you can literally search for a song on YouTube, And clearly somebody had to put that song on YouTube them to, you know what I'm saying, for you to actually be able to click on it.
Exactly.
So whole situation.
It doesn't make sense. And I know these artists are not going to be mad that you use their music, because music heals.
Yeah.
So if you use their music to put it within your video, and you slap on there, okay, this Otis Redding's sitting on the dock of the bay, Warner Music Group.
Yeah.
So what? It is. So what? You know what I'm saying? He did that. He get all the rights to that.
Period.
Then of course, you know, it's all other kind of red tape and shit about how they be cheating these artists, and you know they don't get their royalties and all that shit. Yeah, I studied. I know more about music than just the best artists.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Let's go on, baby. This is a good interview, child.
Is there one thing that you would have done differently as a mom?
Whew. You know what? I'm not going to say that there was any one thing that I would do different, because every single thing that I made mistakes on, or it took me a little while to learn how to better connect with you and how to better show you the errors of my ways, I wouldn't change a thing. Because had I not started operating in that, oh look, I just got off work, what you need? Okay, I'll check your homework later, I'm tired, and acting like that, had I not realized early, had we not been going through hardships after hardship after fucking hardship, I would have never got so close to you and in touch with my motherhood and my bond with my daughter. I wouldn't have been able to do that, because like I said, I went through that. I gotta work. Okay, you coming here, what? I'm mad about what the fuck happened at work. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? So it's truly a balancing act.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like there's ever no excuse that you can't raise your kids and be there for them and be at their level with them. There's no excuse for that. And due to this corona and everything, and everybody back on quarantine and all this shit going on in the media about it, please, there's living here, you can clearly see how they're not taking no time with their kids prior to when this shit was happening.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So no, I wouldn't change a thing, because shit, I would have never learned anything that I needed to work on if I wouldn't have made those mistakes.
That's true. Is there anything that you wish that you could have? Is there anything that you wish that could have been differently between us?
Nope.
Right? I was wondering, like, why she taking so long?
Because like, that piggybacks on the other question. That's
just a straight no. Like,
that piggybacks on the question you just asked.
Okay. How have your notions of what it means to be a woman changed over your lifetime?
Ooh, whoa. These some powerful questions. Okay. So my ideas as a woman changed.
Yeah.
Well, I would honestly say that after being in such a tumultuous mother-daughter experience with my own mom, after being in such a tumultuous relationship with your biological dad, and just keep seeing that I found myself facing the same kind of energies, you know, that narcissistic type of thing, to where irregardless to what you feel, what you need, they don't have the capacity to give you that amount of love.
Yeah.
So I think that really helped me cultivate myself as, you know, like I like to call myself a legendary lover, because, you know, I have the ability to sit there and look at myself and call my goddamn self out on my shit.
Yeah, that's true.
And so once I start doing that, once I start saying to myself, okay, why is you sweating this dude when he ain't giving you the time of the day?
That's a big one.
Why
For a lot of women, that's a big one.
Yeah, why you keep calling him? Why you keep checking on him? Nubian Divine just said that on her channel. She just did a whole channeling about that. Yeah. And so, and then another damn thing, I made sure that I quit acting like I had to overcompensate for an aspect of what he feels that I should own up to, or you know, how that particular man is viewing me, and how I need to speak, how I need to carry myself, how I need to act. and I started being me unmotherfucking apologetically.
Yeah.
I didn't worry about that no more. It's like whatever. If I'm big and sexy, I'm big and sexy. You don't like, for example, I used to always tell my ex-husband that, you know, I had an issue with my breast size. And he would always be like, well, baby, I love your breasts. I don't want you to get, you know, a reduction. So when I really thought that shit over, like, nigga, it ain't fucking up to you. You ain't the one that got to carry these triple D's, nigga.
Okay.
You know? And so that's when I seen that, you know how men always got to have a feeling of, I need to please you. So I stopped being a people pleaser. I started owning, you know, the right to love me and carry myself in the way that I see fit. And not giving a damn about what nobody got to say. And that's really has to do with men and women. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just, when I came into my trueness as a divine feminine woman, is when I started speaking my mind. I didn't have no goddamn filter, you know, and I realized that, you know, they was the motherfuckers that lost out.
Yeah.
And once I start seeing it like that,
and that's really the mindset that you have to have.
Yeah.
Because when you think about it, you'll think like, oh, you know, I could have done this different, or I could have done that different. But at the end of the day, if you know your heart, if you know your mindset, if you know how you are as a woman, that how you want to be treated, you know, how you want to be respected, how, you know, how you gave so much in a relationship, you know, whether good or bad, you know, you always got to think of yourself as, I can do better, and I can do better all by my damn self.
That's right.
Period.
That's
You
right.
know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But when it's meant to be, it's meant to be. You know, if it was something to learn out of that, then okay, I learned it.
One thing about it, they always come back. And this is what pissed me off. This is what pissed me. And I know we talking about me and y'all because we women, and we talking about our world.
Period.
So what always used to piss me off is when they come back around after all the people that they chose over you, after all the people that they always threw in your face, put them on a goddamn pedestal and all the shit, they come back to you and be like, man, you know, you always was the one. You was always very loving. You took so much good care of me. You know, I mean, it was no reason for me to treat you like that. It was, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, now I'm 55 years old, baby, you know what I'm saying? And damn, you sure still looking good. You sure still looking good at 54. Damn, you took good care of yourself, you know what I'm saying? You know, and you always was strong. And then they give you this whole goddamn spiel of how amazing you fucking was and how you was the goddamn water for they thirsty ass that nobody else could ever quench their goddamn thirst.
Period.
And so it just be like, okay, all right, boo-boo. And, like, I told your ass you was going to miss me when I was gone. So that's the shit that just really pissed me off. And that actually has to do with any relationship. It don't have to do with just, you know, a masculine and feminine type relationship. Sure. Or, you know, a romantical relationship. It could be family members. You know, I miss you so much, man. Damn, you know, I know we ain't talked about 7 years, but, you know, man, damn, man, cuz, you know, man, niece, whatever the fuck it is. So it just is across the board. So when you are a super empathic soul, you got to be very careful of these narcissistic energies that be coming and trying to attach themselves to you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's what I always teach my daughter. Don't allow the negativity. What the fuck? That's a new word. The negativity and the toxicness of them cause you to like become bitter and angry and hateful towards all men, bitter and hateful towards any stranger that can become that cousin, any stranger that could become that sister, any stranger that could become that brother.
And that's something that I'm really trying to work on because I'm so quick nowadays. I'm so quick to cut people off. If I just think that you just with some bullshit, I'm like, yep, block, I'm done. I ain't got time. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm really trying to tell myself, like, hold on, wait a minute, think about it. Talk it out just a little bit first.
You know, boo, it's okay. No. Remember?
No, of course it's okay.
When you read people energy, energy don't lie.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, sometimes when you do read their energy and you can see it can be good, I still might be like, the first sentence that you might say, and that's
guess what I feel. Guess what I feel. I feel like that if they really felt like you that they was operating within that energy that particular day. And they can see your stance on the way that you are trying to govern your life to keep all that narcissistic, toxic ass shit out of your life.
Right.
Then they're going to come correct the next time. And you have a loving, giving heart, and you have a loving, forgiving heart. And so you be like, okay, you know, I mean, I appreciate that. I appreciate you acknowledging how you made me feel when you disregarded my needs or you disregarded my situation, but I was always there for you. Yeah. So long as, my thing is, I like to say is, redeem yourself and then make the necessary adjustments. Redeem yourself, like acknowledge it, and don't just repeat what the hell I say. Well, you don't never spend any time with me. You don't spend quality time, and then you're like, okay, babe, you know, I learned I don't spend quality time, and I'm gonna be looking at you like, that's what the fuck I told you to do.
Right?
Why you can't?
Don't repeat what I said.
Right. It's like look. It's like whenever you would do something when you were little and you would get in trouble. Let's say about 10, 12 years old, and you'll get in trouble. And I say, didn't I tell you that when you go to school that if a teacher, because see, y'all think I'm about to say something this way, but watch, it's gonna be different. If a teacher is not acknowledging that you let her know you need to go to the bathroom. You'd say, Miss Johnson, I have explained to you that I have to go to the bathroom, and this is my humanly bodily functions that I must go relieve. And then you escort yourself to the bathroom, to the ladies' room, and then you go over there to the counselor, the principal, whoever you normally interact with, and let them know that Miss Johnson was on her trip shit today. You see? Because you'd sit there, you would always be so timid and afraid that I don't want to get in trouble. And so that's what I meant when I said that, how now you are so resilient.
And what is up with teachers doing that, by the way? Like, I really remember back in like second grade, a teacher, like I was literally sitting there like in tears because I'm like, bro, I gotta pee. Like, I'm a female. I'm not like a guy, you know, a little boy where I could just easily pull it out, like, you know what I'm saying, and just pee right there. I literally had to go to the restroom, and she was like, no, you're gonna wait. I'm like, what is wrong with this lady? Like, that's why to this day, ain't nobody can tell me no.
When you let me know some shit like that, because like I said, I worked on our bond, you know, in a sense to where when I'm upset because of life issues, trying to work, take care of you, everything, you know, I still was going through shit with my mom, you know, it was always popping with me and her. And so, you know, once I say, so what happened? I would say, stop crying. Stop crying. You're not in trouble. What happened? Tell mama what happened. And you're like, well, mama, I needed to go to the bathroom. And see, because when you know your kids, as soon as she started saying what the problem is, intuitively, she didn't even have to say the whole damn, and then, you know, so I held it as long as I could, and then I asked, no. So she said, mama, well, I had told Miss Johnson that I needed to go to the bathroom. Okay, you ain't got to say no more. I'm on it.
Who does that?
I'm on it.
Who restricts that? Hell, even in a jail cell, you might not be able to just like, once they lock doors for the night, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, because I've never been to jail.
No more locked doors.
You know, once they lock up the cell, they literally have a little thing in there, a setup for people to use the bathroom. So why would they restrict you from using the bathroom? I never understood that. Like, for the life.
Because they feel like everything on a damn timer.
Well, they need to put their shit on the timer.
No, they'll have Miss Smith to come over and watch her class while she goes to the bathroom.
Period, exactly.
Bitch, no, not this one. Not none on this one.
Okay, if a genie grants you 3 wishes, what would it be?
Oh. Okay, so if a genie gonna offer me 3 wishes, now you already know I got to be more explanatory with it because I need my genie to get this shit right. Right. First of all, I want to live in a beautiful cottage type of home. It don't got to be super huge or mansion, with a lot of land or whatever that I can garden and create herbs for medicine and do all those types of things. So I would need to be granted that environment with the right, you know how the seasons play in a certain area that you're living in. Right. And I need that. Okay. So, you know, long as I get it the certain kind of way I want it with what's around me, nobody fucking with me, and then boom. So I need that. Number 2, I'm going to need for my health to be recognized for me to know what the fuck I was doing wrong, and how can I reverse it to where I can be stronger and better than ever before. That I could have even imagined, like when I was in my early 20s, like that. So I want restored health with a new lifestyle of eating, exercise, and everything.
Yeah.
Step number 2. Yeah. And then number 3 is to have a really loving and abundant family.
Yeah.
Family. I want all my grandkids. I want me and you to live close by each other. Yeah. You know, and my amazing husband that's a musician, my amazing son-in-law who the universe has called him to be. So I want a huge loving family environment. And that don't necessarily be like just blood related family, just family, my spirit tribe.
Right. Okay.
Boom. Period. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
Okay, another one is what and how did you come up with my name?
Okay, that was real simple. This is getting dry. Your grandmother named you Ashley. And because I had this baby name book, and I was looking through the girls' names, and so I was like, just going down the list. And so, you know, Ashley is in the A, so I didn't have to go that far, because I wrote down certain ones in the A, certain ones in C, because I know I had Colleen. I don't know why I thought that was cute. I had in Colleen, Colleen. I don't know why I thought that was. I don't know. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, that's.
Under the A's, I just wrote down Ashley, and I wrote down Ashley and Ajanique. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then the C's, I had a Colleen, and then in the P's, no, I had Cherish. Why did I say Colleen? That was one of the ugly ones. Cherish.
I sure don't look like a Cherish.
Cherish, because that song, you know, I always equate things to, you know, to songs. Yeah. And that song by Kool and Gang, cherish the love we have.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I said my daughter name would be Cherish Saranay. See, it was something else with it. So in the A's, it was Sarah, and then I wanted to put that nay on there. I don't know why that nay had to be there.
Okay.
So it'd be Sarah, traditional, Sarahn with the hyphen E. So your name would have been Cherished Saranay. You see how that flowed? Okay. Yes. And so that was the S name, right? And then I had a P name to name you after your grandmother, which her name is Patricia, but I wanted Patience.
Okay.
And then I was like, Patience, that's a word. So it was Patience, and I'm about to tell you this other one. It's kind of a little ghetto. It was Potatia. Yeah, it's ghetto. That's why you Ashley. So be happy. And so that was it. That was the end of the girls. Ooh. So then the Ashley Mama's like, her name gonna be Ashley. So your grandmother picked your first name. Mm-hmm. And then I always wanted you to have a name that was kind of like exotic when you say it. Yeah. I'm really all about, you know, the audible, the clear audience of a name. So whenever they would say your name, they'd be like, Ashley, and they would mess it up at the doctor's office. They would always say, Johnny. Ashley, Johnny.
And you know what's funny is like people till this day, whenever they say my middle name, they be like, oh, your middle name Ajane. Like don't say my name like that. It's Ajane. Yeah.
Ajane. That's right.
Ashley Ajane. Don't say Ajane. Like don't. Just,
that's your grandmother called you that.
Right, that's my grandma. You know, that was granny. You know, but people that don't know me, they could be like, oh, okay, your name Ashley Ajane. Like
her grandmother called her Ajane.
Yeah.
Ajane. Journey. Go in there and make grandma a sandwich, and don't put all that damn mayonnaise on there. Ajane. And then she called you mama. Yeah. That was your little nickname. Yeah. But so Ashley Ajane. Exactly. And because I wanted your name to have like a really
and you know how when you see certain people, you might not think that their name matches them, but I feel like my name definitely matches me perfectly. Like
exactly.
That name was big.
Like I've always given all the little cousins, the grandkids, you know, they come, the little offsprings. My cousin's kids. Mm-hmm. So I think what they be a great cousins or something. Great cousins. I think that's the next word for it after cousins.
Yeah.
And I would always give them their nickname.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like Jalen, was it Jalen? No, yeah, Jalen. Jalen would always drool a lot. So I called him Juicy.
Yeah.
He would always just be drooling and just so cute, just be drooling, just teething, just drooling. And Xavier, I gave him Fat Daddy.
Yeah.
Cause he was such a little chunky, just like one of them little babies. You just be like, oh,
Yeah, he
he's
was
a
chunky.
Fat Daddy, he's just so cute. So Fat
chunky.
Daddy, and then I gave what's her name? What's her real actual name?
Emily.
Yeah, no,
Well, we call her TT.
no, is her name Emily? Okay, so her name is Emily Morgan.
Yeah.
Yes.
We call her TT.
And I call her TT because she's such a cute little baby. He's like, oh, TT, come here, TT.
Yeah.
And that was her nickname. Who else I gave a nickname to? Oh, I gave what is Sugar Lump's name? Well, that's his nickname, but it's his real name, Ignacio or Ekronzio. I don't know, y'all.
Yeah.
I got some twin cousins. I got some twin cousins, and my aunt, she named them like some Hispanic names, Ignacio and Ekronzio.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you which one is Ignacio and which one is Ekronzio because I've always called them by their nicknames, Sugar Lump and Lump.
Right.
Okay, so that's how I've always known them. But I gave Lump a nickname. He was always Lumpy Dump. And then everybody called Sugar Lump Sugar. So I call him Sugar.
Yeah.
So Sugar and then Lump. I call him Lumpy Dump. And my grandfather gave him that name Lump. And my nickname was just always Lizzie. Every time they trying to like get over and sweeten me up like, Lizzie. I'm like, what you want? What you calling me Lizzie for? Any other time it's Liz. Liz did that. Like, yeah. So it's Lizzie now. What you want?
What is the best thing I do for you now?
Man, you be cooking the dinners. You be keeping the house clean. You be going to the grocery store, getting all the groceries, keeping up with the coupons and budget shopping and helping me out the bed and helping me to the bed and helping me. Just basically everything that I was always doing all the time with great ease, you know, with no kind of disease at all. Now this dis-ease inside of my body has caused me a lot of pain and a lot of, you know, downtime, more than I would ever hope for. But you've been doing everything, everything. Like, you know, everything that I do to keep the house up and everything, you stepped up to the plate. And so this is for whoever watching that good old son-in-law. Y'all hear me telling you about some of my baby qualities, so don't come half-stepping.
Okay.
Because mama don't play that.
Period. Homie don't play that.
Homie don't play that.
Okay, what do you prophesy over my future?
Oh, shit. Okay, so my granddaughter's name will be Savannah. My very first granddaughter, her name is Savannah. And I told you that you and the daddy can name her middle name and last name or whatever. But no, her name is Savannah. Her name, it's already been shown to me that her name is Savannah, and that you're gonna have about 5 to 6 kids. And then two of them kids gonna be twins. And that I'm thinking,
she's been saying this for years.
I'm thinking that your husband could possibly not be Nigerian or like African descent like that, like Nigerian or something. Yes, I'm serious. I can see you in one of them Nigerian movies. And let me see what else. He could be he either gonna be Nigerian or African descent or whatever. Is that the right word I'm trying to say it?
Yeah, because that's the word I was thinking.
Yeah, and or he may be Caucasian. I can see you. I can see you with a Gary Owens. I can see you doing a Gary Owens. I can see that. I can see that. Caucasian. So yes. I see you actually becoming a minister of some sort. A minister, not necessarily in the at the podium with the congregation in the pews and stuff out there. And let me tell you what the Lord told me today. I didn't mean it like that, but I mean it like a spiritual teacher. Yeah, I'm seeing that. And I'm definitely seeing you with I'm seeing you evolve into a very, oh, come on, Spirit, give it to me, give me the right words. I'm seeing you evolve into a very eccentric and very kind of an exotic look. You're going to transform into this really exotic look. It's just I see you with like a nose ring.
I always wanted those.
More like gypsy like I really
Okay.
see that. I've been seeing it.
Okay.
Sometimes when I see stuff, I don't say it, but Spirit said right now say it, because you know you called it out. So
Right.
okay, it's my time to say that.
Okay.
So I see that, and I see you losing a lot of weight and becoming extremely like health conscious, in the sense of like that's gonna be a part of your spiritual teachings and everything as well. Okay. And then you're definitely going to be more in a expert field of working with couples and like relationship therapy.
Didn't I say I called myself Counselor Davis? Y'all thought I was playing?
I see that.
I've been doing this for years, like literally in middle school.
Yeah.
Counseling my friends on like how to deal with their relationships.
Yeah.
And clearly I was helping. I mean, even though some of them broke up, you know, eventually later on down the line, but they always came to me like, but Ashley, girl, like I don't understand why he acting like this. And I was like, y'all just, you know what I'm saying?
The sideline is it's gonna be a lot of hate bitches because your husband is going to be gorgeous. He's going to be so freaking gorgeous and love you like there's no other woman in his eye. And it's going to be some hating bitches. I see them right now. I see them. If I had my crystal ball right here, I'll show you. I see them.
Okay.
Because I see them. And what they're going to be so mad about is that they cannot pull him from you. He gonna be one of them types that's gonna be like, no, my wife.
But didn't I say that?
My wife is the queen. How dare you?
I said.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think he's gonna be. When I say foreign, like he's gonna have an accent and everything. I see him being like a Nigerian descent. I don't know all the cities over there in Africa, whatever. But you know what I'm talking about. And he's gonna be very, 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 very wealthy and business minded.
Yeah.
So that's why you're gonna have a lot of this hate. Because you really love luxury and things. That's that Capricorn in your moon. Yeah. You love a lot of like luxury things. And when I say luxury, it doesn't have to be very expensive. Because you're going to be very money conscious. Yeah, and your husband going to always be like, no, baby, you get whatever you want. Money is no option. And you're going to be like, no, I ain't came up with no name yet, but I'm expecting Spirit to drop this name down.
I hope so.
To me. But it's gonna really sit well with me because I'm gonna love to say his name. I'm gonna love to say his name, you know, and he's gonna be like, how you doing, mama? How are you feeling? Are you good? You know, and the respect, the level of respect, his mother and his father are already a king and queen. They already emperor and an empress. And so therefore that's what he gonna be coming from. He's coming from the loins of an emperor and the egg of an empress. So whenever he meets you, he's going to feel so like, oh my gosh, my son. This is my son. You know, because it's going to be something about you that's going to captivate him so. But them bitches, y'all try to come for if y'all want to. Try to come for, because mama don't play that.
You heard it here first, you guys.
Telling you.
But it's funny she say that though, because I've always, even as I was growing up, you know, especially, you know, growing up in Houston, Texas, like I can't stand Houston. You know,
I know.
I want to move. You know, I always said that I wanted to move. I wish I was from somewhere else. So it kind of fell onto the fact of that. I always hoped to meet somebody of a foreign country because I always wanted to learn about like how their culture is. That's it.
But I'm telling you, I see you right now even speaking that way. Like, in other words, thank you, Spirit. In other words, it's already in you for you to unlock your ancestral lineage. And so when y'all meet, and that magic takes place.
Right.
You're gonna like, what did I just say, y'all? Didn't I say that she's gonna be dressing in a different way? It's gonna be very exotic. You know what I'm saying? Because reason I say this is because when she meets with him, and the way that it's going to really ignite what was already put in her from birth, she just going to transform. And so she's going to be talking like with an accent. You know what I'm saying?
I think, and it's funny she say that too, because I already start to like, I feel like sometimes I go in and out, because sometimes when I talk to people on the phone, they be like, "Are you from so and so or such
right.
such?" And I be like, "Nah." They be like, "Oh, because you just sound like you was from somewhere different."
But like, see, that's also having to do with your rising being in Gemini, that you can easily like, you know, because when I speak about shape shifting, I'm saying that nobody can just say they know you. They're not gonna be like, oh, I remember her. She wear her hair like this, like that, da da da. And you're like, well, no, cause no, she had blonde hair and blue eyes. That when I met her,
okay, switch it up real quick.
Looked like, no, she actually looked like she was mixed with something. Cause I didn't. What you mean? Let me see a picture. What you? No, that. Yeah, that's her face. That's her, but that's not her.
Especially when I used to work at Walmart, I used to switch it up all the time.
Exactly.
This old, I can't stand her. She always like, "Hey, Ashley, girl, ooh, girl, look at you, girl, you looking like Beyonce today, girl." She got Ashley be always switching up. One day she got on blonde hair, next time she got on red. I change up my hair depending on my mood.
That's the
I change it up depending on my mood. Is there any advice that you would that you wish I take to heart?
Any advice that I wish you take to heart? What I would mostly say, the advice that I would feel like you would just take to heart is to keep evolving. Keep evolving. Don't let nobody's prejudices of your journey. Oh man, see, that's what I'm saying. I've been doing it the whole.
Yeah, I figured it out too.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it really is annoying. I was like, I just start clicking. You know, you just gotta start clicking stuff. I was just clicking. I was like, ooh, this is so much easier because I ain't got time to keep.
But see, they should say click like right there.
Right.
I just want you to actually just stand in your power. I want you to embrace your divine femininity. I want you to own your sexuality and to be able to express yourself without letting a man dictate to you, well, I think you should wear skirts more because I like to see your legs. I wish you would let your hair grow in the sense where you just don't wear no weaves or nothing like that ever and ever and ever again. Like, I don't like you with that makeup on your face. Don't ever let a man define you, who you are. That's true. So stand in your power and own it. And the way you do that, every time you gotta slip, I'm like, damn, how I get in this shit? Self-love. Yeah. Love yourself. Look in the mirror and be like, girl, you are beautiful. Girl.
And that's true. Like I said, you guys, I used to have low self-esteem when I was younger. Like when I was like 12, 13, I never thought I was ugly. I never thought, nothing else was wrong. I just always thought I was fat. I just always think I was fat. In my stomach area. It wasn't like, oh, my face is fat, my arms is fat. It was just always my stomach. Like, I just always felt like I was fat. I always felt like I wasn't cute enough. I used to always try to hide myself. Like, if I had a long shirt, I used to try to, like, always cover up my butt. Like,
and see, that's the whole thing, too. That's how a lot of young girls, this is a message to the young girls. This is how a lot of young girls can develop eating disorders. Yeah. Because you feel like, I'm going to take these diet pills, and that's going to help me diet and lose the weight, or I'm going to, go on these very strict fad type of trendy diets and stuff like that. Yeah. And the best way to counteract any kind of issues that you're having with, start having a diet that's rich in fruits, rich in vegetables, and whatever lean type of protein that you choose to indulge in.
But really, you just, I don't mean to cut you off, but you really just to learn your own body, because not everything is going to work for everybody.
Exactly.
Like, you might be allergic to certain fruit or, allergic to certain things. So you just have to find your way.
Yeah.
So, you guys. So I really appreciate you guys for tuning in.
Yeah, because we finna get ready to go to the store, y'all.
Yeah. I'm hungry. What time is it?
2:10.
Oh, it's on 2:10. I really appreciate you guys for tuning in today with Lucy Smash and Midas Touch of Love. Okay.
Love y'all.
And we will see you guys.
Well, how you in your channel? I am my channel. I love y'all.
Oh yeah.
I love you. You know that I love you. Y'all stay safe. Peace.